We mentioned it earlier, opening day, less than a week away now. Mr. Steinberg, you wrote about this in the blog, about ESPN the Magazine's poll of MLB players, and Bryce Harper being voted by 24% as the favorite to be the most overrated of, in the league. What do we make of that, if anything?
Well, first of all, and I've written about tons of these anonymous player polls. It's such cowardly thing that it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I would not want to participate in that myself if I were the player. But I don't know where the rating comes from. Is it because he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated? Is it because he was the #1 overall pick? Like
That's all got to be part of it.
Is it the commercials? Do the commercials play into it? Because I don't think that having an Under Armour deal and having these commercials
we
really.
went to 2 All-Star games.
Yeah, but I'm saying when we talk about the rating for him to be overrated, where does it come from? I don't think that the commercials and the Sports Illustrated cover should really contribute to that. And I think it's probably some jealousy involved with all the money.
It's all jealousy. And it's all... Look, Bryce Harper, if he's done anything else but hit a prodigious home run and run into a wall and look like a bolt of energy that's really enlivened not only this franchise but baseball as a whole with Mike Trout with the Angels, I look at him and I say, this is the guy who ran out pop-ups, sprinted out infield pop-ups, foul ball pop-ups to second base to almost tweak the pitchers in the opposing team. They're just angry. They're like, this guy's too much. And it's basically a backlash to what Bryce Harper's unbridled energy, which at times has gotten out of control, is about. I think that's all it is, a backlash to what this guy represents.
Forgot to mention stealing home in that list of some of his highlights.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you make of it?
Yeah, this is always more interesting when there's a diverse number of opinions. But I've never understood the backlash against Harper. I've never understood it from. I mean, I guess you don't really see it in the Nats fan base as much, but there's been a lot of. The guy plays hard. The guy's extremely talented. He does nothing but try to get better. I'm not quite sure why he rubs people the wrong way. People got all worked up about his hair. People got. I don't understand it at all. I mean, he seems to behave himself off the field.
He probably shares some traits with the #2 guy on their overrated list, Yasiel Puig.
Yep.
Which I don't know if we're really talking about guys that I don't like that much or guys that are overrated. Because to me, if I'm thinking guys that are overrated, I would think of like scrappy middle infielders who,
Dustin Pedroia.
Yeah, guys who get love from like national broadcasters and writers, but whose talents aren't really there.
It's a backlash against the hot dog.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the hot dog is making them money.
But he can channel this, right? This is probably a good thing. Is this a good thing for the Nationals that he's #1 on that?
I don't know if that makes a huge difference, but I'm positive that he has seen it and wants to prove them wrong.
And
Absolutely.
Puig does stuff that you could say, whether intentionally or unintentionally, shows up the opponent in a way that I don't know. Do you feel like Harper does that? I don't really.
Right.
I mean, when he steals home after getting intentionally plunked, he was trying to show up Cole Hamels, but Cole Hamels is the one that threw a
He did some stuff in the
ball at his body.
I guess he did some stuff in the minors, but he was whatever.
Yeah, but he was egged on.
I mean, the photo in back of us, he's prostrating toward RG3. This is a humble guy right here. Okay.
All right. Let's move on to the 5th spot in the rotation, which is up for grabs.
More concerning to me was the picture that surfaced with him in the Cowboys hat. Man, he's got to stop doing that. People are going to turn on him for that.
You need to hold him accountable, Dan.